For the past few days, one name has quietly but violently taken over combat sports timelines across the world, and it is not the undefeated champion everyone expected to be dominating the conversation. Mona Kimura, a young Japanese kickboxer with a deceptively simple style and terrifying efficiency, has exploded into the mainstream almost overnight. Clips of her fights are everywhere, replayed millions of times by people who don't normally watch kickboxing, people who don't follow MMA, and even people who barely know the rules of combat sports. And the reason is simple. What Kimura is doing inside the ring does not look real. It looks like something ripped straight out of a video game, executed with real consequences and real pain. The fascination begins the moment the bell rings. Kimura does not rush, does not panic, and does not try to overwhelm her opponents with variety. Instead, she stands at a distance that feels just slightly wrong for anyone facing her. Close enough to threaten, far enough to punish mistakes. Then it happens. A sharp, slicing cut kick snaps up the middle, landing clean and fast, resetting the fight before it even has time to start. The opponent reacts, instinctively stepping in to answer, and immediately eats the same kick again. Hands come up, feet move, breathing changes, but none of it matters. Every decision funnels them back into the same punishment. Step in, eat a kick. Throw punches, eat a kick. Try to reset, eat a kick. Even hesitation is punished, because Kimura's timing is ruthless and precise. What makes it unsettling is not just the damage, but the clarity. These fighters are trained professionals. They spend years mastering combinations, angles, and setups designed to confuse and overwhelm. Kimura dismantles all of that with one weapon, thrown so cleanly and so consistently that it breaks the rhythm of the fight entirely. There is no mystery to it. Everyone watching knows what is coming. Her opponent knows what is coming. And still, it keeps landing, over and over again, with surgical accuracy. As the fight progresses, the psychological toll becomes visible. Faces tighten. Guards lift higher. Movement becomes stiff and defensive. Kimura reads all of it in real time. When her opponent finally breaks, when balance disappears or confidence slips for just a fraction of a second, she turns the domination into spectacle. A knockdown comes not from chaos, but from inevitability. The follow-up is cold and controlled. A point to the canvas. A calm posture. No attempt to hide what she is doing. This is not disrespect born from arrogance. It is the confidence of someone who knows the fight is already over. Commentators struggle to find words that don't sound exaggerated, because nothing about the performance feels accidental. From the outside, it looks simple. From inside the ring, it must feel impossible. Kimura controls distance so well that opponents are never quite close enough to be effective and never far enough to feel safe. Even when punches land on her guard, they do nothing to slow her. Her balance never breaks. Her eyes never lose focus. She keeps resetting the same position, daring her opponent to solve a puzzle that has no solution. This is why the comparison started immediately. Not because she resembles another fighter technically, but because the effect is so familiar to anyone who grew up with games and pop culture. The rapid kicks, the rhythm, the repetition. It feels like watching a special move being executed again and again. Perfectly timed, perfectly spaced. That instant recognition is powerful. It bridges the gap between hardcore fight fans and people who have never watched a full bout in their lives. Her style does not need explanation. It sells itself in seconds. The numbers tell the story better than any analyst ever could. Fight clips climbing into the millions of views across TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and Twitter in a matter of days. Some clips pushing past 10 million. Others creeping toward 20. That level of exposure is rare even for championship fights. When celebrities and major figures outside the sport start sharing your highlights, the shift is official. Kimura didn't just go viral. She crossed into the mainstream conversation. And that's where the question becomes uncomfortable for the rest of the division. Is Mona Kimura just a viral moment, or is she a genuine threat to the established order, including stars like Dakota Ditcheva? On paper, Ditcheva has everything you want in a dominant champion. An undefeated record, a world title, a high finish rate, and elite competition behind her. She is skilled, dangerous, and proven. But combat sports have never been decided by skill alone. Timing, style, and attention matter. Right now, Kimura has all three. Her appeal reaches far beyond traditional fight audiences. Gamers recognize the rhythm. Anime fans recognize the aesthetic. Casual viewers recognize dominance when they see it, even if they don't understand the techniques behind it. This is an audience that most fighters never touch, no matter how talented they are. Kimura's highlights fit perfectly into short-form content, looping endlessly, replayed again and again, each time pulling in new viewers who want to see if it's real. That does not mean she is unbeatable. It does not mean styles won't clash or that higher-level opposition won't force adjustments. But what she has done is far more dangerous than winning fights. She has captured attention. In the modern era, attention is currency. The internet doesn't always reward the best fighter. It rewards the fighter who feels undeniable. Right now, Mona Kimura feels exactly that. While champions are built through records and belts, stars are built through moments. Kimura is stacking moments at an alarming rate. Every fight adds another clip, another viral surge, another wave of people asking the same question. Who is this? And how does anyone stop her? Until someone answers that inside the ring, the myth will continue to grow. And that's why the conversation has shifted. This is no longer just about technique or titles. It's about presence. It's about whether combat sports is witnessing the rise of a new kind of star, one who blends dominance, simplicity, and spectacle into something perfectly designed for this era. Whether she eventually faces Dakota Ditcheva or not, the pressure is already there. The audience is watching. The expectations are forming. And the spotlight has found its next obsession. If you want more deep dive stories like this breaking down the rise of fighters before they become household names, let me know in the comments who you think could actually stop Mona Kimura and whether she truly poses a threat to the top of the division. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next long-form fight story as it drops.